My name's VisualPine, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. Now, this is the first episode going on this week on a Monday. You can see that I've done some things around here. I brought the cows up using a where is that thing? I think I put it away. Using a come here, you stubborn thing. A piggy backpack. And if you've never seen this, it's about as ridiculous as you can imagine. So, because I don't want this cow on my head, I'm just gonna put him back. And there. And there. Get in there. Get in there. Thank you. Alright, so the cows are in the pen. You can see I've started to gain a lot of materials. We're basically reaching critical mass on our materials here. So, what that means is that it's time. It's time to get into refined storage, and all of that good stuff. Oh, you can see I have slime boots too. I also set up this sand chicken over here to work with an autosieve because I needed the prosperity shards for the infusion crystal to start leveling up Inferium Essence. And I've got a handy dandy thing over here is going to help me do that. Let me grab some Inferium Essence. We've got the infusion crystal. Cool. And we're going to start working our way into mystical agriculture. Now, what I have here is a crafter tier 3 from RF Tools, and I'm just going to put a recipe in here. Is that the right recipe? I'm going to make sure. This is it, right? That's all you need? That's what I thought. Yep. Alright, so making sure I remember how to use this thing, because it's been a while. Alright, so if I do this, I have to click on, there we go, I have to click on the empty space, result, stay input buffer. And the reason for that is I want them all to stay in here for when I eventually start leveling up all of this good stuff. Prudentium Essence. So now this means that I can put this in here, and it's going to auto-craft all of that for me. Nifty, huh? And I'm going to trash that. And put a chest piece back on. So, we're going to start doing that with all of this. And then I have some left over. And take you guys. Alright. Looks like we're doing okay here. Now, what I'm going to do with this Prudentium Essence is, I think to do, yeah, they need to be tier 2 to begin with. So, I'm going to take all these tier 1 Inferium seeds that I have planted here, and I'm going to upgrade them to tier 2 seeds. Now, that's well and good, you say, but I'm going to need a lot more Prudentium Essence. So this is a work in progress, but that's where we're going to start with that. Now, from this point on, we're going to be working on refined storage today. So, what is refined storage? Oh, who hatched? I guess I should show you this down here as well, because I kind of came down and, oh, Vibrant Alloy has joined the family. Oh no, I'm running out of room. Vibrant Alloy can go right there. What are you guys working on again for me? You are working on a electrical steel chicken. Thank you, guys. Actually, I'm going to cut back on the silicon production. So you go over here. Vibrant, you can go up here for right now. As you can see, I have quite the chickens, and I've made some new ones, like Mr. Emerald here. Some prismarine chickens. Lava, redstone alloy, energetic alloy, ender pearl, nether wart, obsidian, diamond. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of breeding in my downtime. So, there's all of that. But because of that, I have the resources to... Let's pull all of that and all of this. Put some of it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can take one more stack of each. Because as you can see, my storage has reached critical mass. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into refined storage. And to do that, we need a lot of quartz enriched iron. And if I'm correct... let's see, quartz. Quartz. I don't need mana quartz. I need quartz enriched iron dust. Okay. That's used for quartz enriched. Okay, it's 3 iron ingots to 1. So we boop. Let's have some fun. Because this is why I kind of have these things. So if I do that, and 1, 2, 3, and result will stay an input buffer. Oh no! Well, I'll have to fix that later. Yoink. Yep, that's everything. Coolio. And I am going to... Let's do this real quick. Oh no. Boop. Apply that. Alright, fix that back up. I've got all that quartz enriched iron now. And the first things we're going to make after I sleep. First things I've got to eat. Okay, so go back to here, put all this quartz in. And I have so much quartz enriched iron, it's not even fun. I need 6 solder, or I need a controller first. Let's do it this way. Controller. For a controller, I need a machine casing. That's 8 quartz enriched iron. Let's go over here and do it. And I'm going to grab some silicon while I'm at it. What else do I need? Silicon. Diamonds. Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, I did that. Alright, so machine casing first. Followed by all of that good stuff. So that gives us the base. And then I'm going to need a grid, but I need all of this stuff. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to build some solderers. And I had... Uh-oh. What happened to them? I had pre-built some sticky pistons. Oh, there they are. Whew. I was gonna be unhappy. So we need 6 of them. And the reason I want 6 is because... Oh, you're just a regular iron ingot. Okay. Iron ingots. Put the energetic alloy away for now. VisualPine. Alright, so where are we going to put this? Because I'm going to need energy of some kind, we're going to put this refined storage system over here. Let's do some building real quick. Man, I love slime boots. They're great. Let's grab that. That. Come over here. Just leave that on there for right now. I think I have a diamond wand. I do. And actually, while I'm here... Oh, I also expanded the farm, as you can see. I decided that I'd have some wheat growing as well. Built some growth pulsers underneath the Inferium essence. Decided to make a growth accelerator on top of here, or a couple growth accelerators, and those help things get along pretty darn well. The only issue is that with the wheat, at least, it grows faster with the fertilized dirt and the growth pulsar growth accelerator that the farmer really can't keep up with the power with the Mark 1s. That's why I have a Mark 2, or that's why I went and made a vibrant alloy chicken, because I'm going to work on getting some Mark II lava generators in the near future. And one of these days I'll figure out how to automate this whole setup. But right now I'm just not smart enough for it. I'll probably look it up, see what I got. For right now I'll take this, because I really don't need it to farm that for me. And we are going to take the lava gen. We'll put it here for right now. Where I'm gonna have where it's gonna sit, I'm not gonna move it. But at the same time, I'm just doing the solderers right now. So let's do this. Boop. I'm gonna need both of those here in a second. But I gotta test something real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's generating power. That's generating power. Ah! It'll attach to... That's good to know. It'll attach to a controller. Now, I'm not sure how far a controller sees. It sees all these solderers. Cool. Alright, now for the fun part. Also, I think I made way too much coarse-enriched iron, but that's beside the point. The next step is to make these processors. Yeah, I need to make these basic processors, and they take iron ingots, gold ingots, and iron ingots. Do some trade-off here. Iron ingots, gold ingots, and some diamonds. Now I'm gonna make a quick cut while these craft, just so it's a little more speedy on the video runtime. As you can see, I'm gonna put that there, and they should be working. They are. Okay. And boop. And boop. All right. I'm going to let the solderers go to work, and I will be back in just a minute. All right, we are back, and I'm going to apologize in advance. This episode might be a little more on the progress updates because, unfortunately, with this getting into this mod, there's a lot of waiting, and that's why I have 6 solderers set up, because there is a lot of waiting, and I wanted to get as much going all at once as I can. That's why I've got silicon now printing into printed silicon. Oh, it's nighttime again. But the end result of this is going to be awesome. In fact, I'm going to build some more parts to it right now while I have that printed off, or printing off. Let's see here. So I've got nothing cooking in these. To make, we always have to start with a 1K storage part. Now, thankfully, I don't need anything special there. I'm gonna need a basic processor for those. Our goal is to get to, oop, not fluid, the 64K storage part. That's fluid storage part, which requires 3 of the lesser storage parts, which requires 3 of the... So you can see, we're going to be making a lot of storage parts. But to get us started, and that's interesting. I did not know you could do that. Huh. Let's get an advanced processor working. Advanced processor is that printed advanced processor, redstone, and printed silicon. So let's take some of that. Let's do it in half. What was the other thing I needed for it? Disk drives. Where are you? There you go. And redstone. Okay. And that's going to start working. And I should have a couple of those soon. Now, another one that I need is for the grid. And that's going to be this improved processor. So basically the same thing, only with, yeah, same thing. Only with one of these instead of the advanced processor. So we're going to get those working as well. And meanwhile, I'm going to check my printed silicon. Alright everybody, I think I've printed off enough, and I have even more printing because I realized that I may need it here in a minute. That's quartz from a chart. Good. First things first, I'm going to make at least 1 disk drive. Now we're going to make the crafting grid. Oh, but I need 1 of those and 1 of these. Destruction core and a construction core. So this will give a... Fine, I'll make a frame too. This will give us a grid. And I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it to a crafting grid. So I'm going to need the grid, a crafting table, and another advanced processor. Okay, so I just need a crafting table. And boom. Alright. So, for right now, we're going to place the disk drive here and make sure the controller can see it. And then the crafting grid on top. And now, here's where it is. Now, once I fill this disk drive with storage drives, this will allow me to put items in here in a nice, concise area where I can search for them, and it's lovely. It's a wonderful thing. Now, I don't have any disks. But I did make a bunch of 1K storage parts. So we're going to go over here and we're going to make the next set. So I need a 4K storage part. I should have all of that. We're going to make as many as it'll let me. What did I run out of? Basic processors. That's what I thought I'd run out of. Let's see if I've got any more ready to go yet. There's a couple. There's a couple. See, I'm printing out stacks of everything because as I was sitting here looking at the stuff, I went, "Oh, I'm gonna need way more than that." You don't have near enough of what you need, VisualPine. All right, we'll make another 6 for right now. That still leaves me with 14. Next, I need a 16K storage part. Oh. And last but not least, a 64K storage part, of which I can make 1. Now, ideally, hello motorcycle rolling by the house. Ideally here, I need to make 1 more 4K storage part. Actually, I'm going to need to make more than one more 4K storage part. I need 2 more 4K storage parts. Let's look at this real quick. Gimme. And go ahead and give me these 2. Since I'm here. Gimme. Alright. See if I'm doing the math in my head right. I need 2 more of that for right now to make 1 more 16K to make 1 more 64K. Now the goal would be make mostly 4K storage parts. Now to make a 64K disk drive, either one, either way works. I'm missing glass. I have a whole bunch of glass. Let's see. 64K storage disk. Try that. Boom. Alright. This is going to let us store, to start with, boop, 128,000 items. So, I'm just going to put everything in my inventory in here. And then I'm going to be right back because I'm going to fill this up with all of our other storage. That's working. That's working. Everything else that I have is coming up here and being put into this. And you'll see why in just a second. So, I'll be right back. Alright folks, I'm back and I want to show you something. I cleared out all the chests over there and I cleared out most of the chicken chests. I can't keep up with their production, so that kind of sucks, but I'll find a way to get it all in there. And so far I only have 20,000 items, which means I'm 16%. And it's all here. And see, I need to find something like the jerky. Quickly. I just put up here in the search bar, whoops, jerk. And I can get my jerky of any flavor up here. And say I want to make a 1K storage part. I have the crafting grid down here. So that I can start doing that again as well. So, that is refined storage. And that's the basics of it. There is more to it. I can make basically a wireless receiver for it and stuff like that. So that things will funnel in here on their own. And that's going to be a project that I'm going to have to go back into the Nether for and try to find another fortress and all of that good stuff. So, with that in mind, we're going to finish today's episode by getting my achievement book. And actually, I need to make this the achievement stand. Why would I? Huh. I need 6 wood. So, I can take this. Oh. I didn't know it would do that. And boop. And make our achievement stand. We're going to put it over here by the Petal Apothecary, where it all started. The center of this world. Whoops. Almost the center of the world. Try that again. The center of the world. There we go. I hate walking around slow. Alright. So, let's mark off a bunch of achievements. I've made obsidian with a stone barrel. I've upgraded my mob farm to kill monsters automatically. Haven't enchanted a sieve mesh yet. That's next. Haven't made a watering can. Haven't captured a cow in a jar. I've got farming space for several crops. I've crafted an inferium seed. Food farm and a fairy essence farm. I did this when I made all of the cactus originally. And I've used nesting pens. I haven't done much with mystical farming. I have done growth crystals and growth accelerators. And haven't done all that. I'm trying to go for this supremium armor, but that's going to take a while. So I might have to settle for flying with a jetpack. I haven't done any of this. I've crafted and generated power of some kind. I haven't done that technically yet, so I'll go. Guess I'll make a sag mill. Use energy conduits. Haven't done that. I've automated crop harvesting. Haven't done that. I've created a refined storage thing. Automate storage of ore pieces, chunks from an automatic sieve. I have to do that. And I've processed sieve materials into ingots. I have done that. And I have not ready for extreme reactors or any of that. Haven't done grid power yet. I've leveled up a tinker's tool. I haven't done any of that yet. Let's see, what else do we have? Ah, blood magic. Now, you might be wondering why I left the old mob spawning station up, and that's because of blood magic. Oh, Age of Botanist. I have Alexia Botanica. I've crafted Petal See if I can talk today. Craft a Petal Apothecary. Create 64 living wood, 64 living rock with a pure daisy. I did that a couple episodes ago. Or last episode. Mana pool and mana spreader. Wand of Forest. I have not done any of this yet. And I'm not even talking about the Age of Dragons yet. Or the Traveler. Or Insanity. Well, we're doing pretty darn good, I would say. I'm going to try to get some mystical farming done off camera. But yes, this old mob dropper is going to be used when I do blood magic. Because the things that drop out of that are much easier to funnel into a altar of sacrifice than the mob spawner down there. So, that's going to be in the future. We're just going to rest this off one more time. And I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I know I have. I'm happy to finally get into refined storage and nice center place for all of our things. Off camera, I'll probably go to the Nether and try to find a fortress, which means I gotta fly, which means I'll be making a jetpack off camera. but I'll tell you how to make it in the next episode. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like down below. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And please leave feedback down in the comments. I need to hear what y'all are thinking of this series, just so I can improve. If I'm not being entertaining enough, I want to improve myself for you, the viewer. So please consider leaving a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I would greatly appreciate any criticism or positivity. I'll take it all, happily. You can also follow me on Twitter, and a link to that'll be down in the description below. If you come back and see me for another episode of Sky Factory 3, well, then I'll see you then. Have a good one.